Hi, I recently read The Way of the Shepherd. It's this amazing book on leadership. It teaches you how to be a good leader. And something that really impacted me in this book was reminding me that being a good leader means intentionally knowing each person that you are leading, not just seeing them as a group of people that has to do things for you or a group of people that just like aimlessly follows you. They're individuals and they have lives and they matter and they have so much value and destiny on them that we should be pouring out into them and really caring about them and asking them how they're doing and checking up on them, but with a genuine heart. Because if you do those things to just be a good leader and you don't have a genuine heart about it, they're gonna know, and it's not gonna have the same effect as when you're genuinely caring about the people that you lead. When you invest into them fully and you give your best to the people that you're in leadership over, they're gonna give you that best back into whatever they're supposed to be doing. Whether it's working for you or completing a certain task, they're gonna give it their all if you give your all to them, because there's a connection there. And I also think that being intentional with your people, you're leading by example. So if you are in leadership over a group of 5 people and you're intentional with each one of them, they're gonna wanna be intentional with each other as well. And when they go out, they'll be intentional because they've learned that through you, that it's important to have that connection and be genuine and really care about people because they have received that. Another thing is it creates a unity in your team. And that is extremely important because we want to have unity. You don't want like gossiping and quarreling in your group. Going along with gossiping, another thing that impacted me was when they talked about constantly communicating your vision and your mission as a leader, what you want from them and like how you care about them and what you guys are meant to do and like why you're doing it, and just keeping that open, good communication. Because if you don't have that communication, people are going to start talking amongst themselves, and that's where rumors come in. And then sometimes fear can come through that, or just little like quarrels here and there. So having constant communication and vision for your people kind of helps them feel reassured. And if people feel reassured, they're going to be able to focus on what they're supposed to be doing. They're not going to have to worry about like rumors that they're hearing or people that are talking about them. Especially going back with that unity, if you have both of those things, then you don't have to worry about little arguments breaking out here and there, rumors and fear of your people and people wanting to leave because it's a bad environment. Another thing that I really took out of this book was making sure that everybody feels important. So we kind of talked about rumors and quarrels, but sometimes people get jealous of position because they want to move up, whether it be to just a new spot on staff or like a new volunteer position. You want to make sure that everyone feels important in what they're doing, and reminding whoever you're leading that where they're at and what they're doing is significant. If they feel like what they're doing is important, they're going to want to do it even more so, and they're going to fall in love with it, and they'll know that they don't have to be in that other position. Now, of course, like it's okay to want like promotions and raise, but it's also good to remind your people that they are needed where they're at and they're so valued. Even if it's like a smaller job, like it's so important and it's so needed. They need that reassurance from leadership. And one last thing I learned that was my absolute favorite was how to direct your people. And it talked about how Shepard uses a staff and a rod, and the staff is more directional and loving, and it's there to just teach and give direction, and this is how we're going to go, and this is what we're going to do, and bringing your like people back into alignment and vision. Whereas the rod is more correctional, and it's just like bam, 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 it's discipline, which is good, but it's not good to lead just with the rod. You want to lead with the staff and use the rod when you absolutely have to. When you absolutely have to bring in that discipline and the not so fun conversations and things like that. You want to go forward with the staff, and then when you need to, bring out those hard conversations. Overall, it was a really good book, and I think it'll help me be a better leader, and I think anyone doing any sort of leadership should look into it and learn how to be a good leader, because it's important. And that was all.